Okay, so for this exercise, we're on chapter 2 and it's called the box. And the idea is that you create a box. One way is 1 point perspective box. And for that, I have this. And it's on your book too. So I took a picture and you can scan it, take a picture and print it out as big as you want to. And also in this part, it covers the 2 point perspective. Now, the exercises are in your activity sketchbook, and the first one we're gonna do the 1 point perspective. For that, I need probably not too soft, but just a B pencil, and I have a pen for the last drawing, a fine pen, eraser in case that I need it, a small ruler, my box, and I also have as I said, the copy from the book and a couple of tracing paper, one on top of the other. I put a tape. I don't want to tape the paper to the table because I want to be free to be able to move it, but I do want to tape the next papers into the page. That way they won't move, and every time I will mark where my vanishing point is. So pretty much what they talk about it is, this is the horizon line. Okay, that's the line that I would say is on your eyes. One vanishing point, you can put it in the middle, you can put it on the side, you can put it on the other side. I will show you later how you will do that. And then the most important part is that you draw these flat rectangles or squares in different parts. And after you draw them, you go these lines, the top and the bottom line, are totally parallel with the horizon line, and the vertical lines are always parallel with the edge of the page. Okay, as I said, you can use this one for starting. I know you have a couple of exercises in there where you start with just one box and the step by step how to draw that box. So in any case, I'm going to start with the first page, with the first piece of paper. I can use my ruler, but I don't have to if I don't want to. But the idea is that you get this flat box first. So I'm just going to trace on top of here. Okay. And this is about approximately the size of my little box that is a present. So you have the flat one there. Now, from that corner, you go to the vanishing point. Okay. I'm just going to go straight. Then I'm gonna subdivide it, and from that corner again to the vanishing point, and from the bottom you can also go from that square box to the vanishing point. Okay, so far I have my flat front and just the lines that I go to the vanishing point. Now I'm going to take a look at my box, and probably it's a little bit longer than the box drawn in here. So I'm just going to go a little bit farther. Remember, these lines are parallel, therefore the ones on the back are also parallel. So I'm just going to move a little bit farther, and I'm going to create a slightly bigger box. Okay, these ones are vertical with the edge of the page. Remember, make sure it doesn't move. Mark your vanishing point, and from that one down. Okay, and I'm also going to mark my horizon line, so just in case my drawing keeps moving. Sometimes because it's so small, it's a little harder to do it. All right, now from this corner I'm gonna go all the way to the vanishing point, but I'm gonna stop the line on that corner. All right, so from this corner I'm just gonna stop the line here. I'm going to stop the line there, and I'm going to stop my line here. All right, now if you look at it, I have a slightly longer box than the one provided. I can also draw all the transparency, if in case this box was open, okay, if the box was open, then you will see the inside of the box and you will see this part that is a little bit higher. So you have to draw the whole thing inside with the transparency, right? But this is a very simple one just to start. So I can say probably, first I'll find the center by proportions. So I'm gonna go from this corner to that corner in diagonal. From this corner to that corner in diagonal. Okay. As you can see, it's very far in proportion. Don't forget to have it parallel to the horizon. And then down. And this is vertical to the edge. Okay. So pretty much I have divided the top and divided also the bottom. I think sometimes it's easier for me not to use the ruler there, okay? And you can do the same on the front if you want. Let me turn it around so I can move it. It slices a little bit easier. So I will find the center also on the front, okay? Oh, this is my center on the front, vertical line with the vertical edge of the page. And it's parallel, obviously, to the horizon line. Now, now it's just a matter of putting the other piece of paper on top and try to clean the lines, all right? I'm not gonna subdivide it and subdivide it again, but I know the top is not quite all the way to the bottom, but I will say out of all this area, if I divide it, will be 1, 2, 3, and 4. So this is 1/4 of the whole size of the whole height of the box. So I will say 1, 2, 3, 4, around there, okay? And I will say probably the top is to here. Oops, it's tricky, hold it. And what happened with this one, obviously, it goes to the vanishing point. Now, I can really clean up the edge. And I'll just get the top, remember, the front, totally flat. It doesn't hurt that you, every time you try to go to the vanishing point, in that case, in case you made a small mistake, you can fix it. Okay, and then this one will be the bottom. So now, as you can see, I have the top of the box and the bottom. Now for the bow and this, I can tell that probably if you divide it in half around there, there's a little bit move for half, you know, on this direction. It's not quite in the center, but a little bit move. So I can do that too. And I can use the old box for that, where the old box finished, remember? And I can kind of provide the space for the bow. Now, keep an eye on the horizon and make sure your line is completely parallel to the horizon. And then from this center, because I found the center, remember, I go to the vanishing point, but the bow is a little bit moved to the side, okay? So I'm going to go to the vanishing point, stop there, and I'm gonna move it a teeny bit, and I'm gonna do this other part to have the width of the box. And then I can play with this a little bit, and I can say, oh well, it goes a little bit like that. Actually, it's very flat. And I can do that, and I can just play with that, okay? So now it's very difficult to see exactly which lines are, but you're gonna put the last piece of paper on top. Don't forget to change and mark vanishing point, horizon, and we're just gonna play with the box. So I finish right here and right there, okay? So it's gonna finish, just to remember, right here and right there. I think this one is a little bit thicker than I had it. I'm just gonna mark the lines that are the correct ones. I'm gonna correct one more time the box. The one on the bottom is slightly smaller, the one on the top goes slightly over. And the only place you can see it probably is in that corner and on this corner, okay? So going to the vanishing point, the bottom, here, remember this one's slightly over. Now be very careful with the bow. And I'm just gonna go with the pen on top of it to pull all the lines that I want your eyes to see, and all the lines that are not necessary. There. Here it is, this, the bow. And that. And now we have this goes to the vanishing point. And now from here all the way to the vanishing point. And there's a little gap in here that it goes to the vanishing point. There. Okay? So pretty much I have my box. Now it looks like a huge present in the horizon line. Now if I want to, I can do the last part and just pull out the lines that I want you to see with the black pen. And I'm gonna use the ruler. I'm just gonna go over this way, it's a little faster for me. Okay. Now I want you to use this underlay and exercise a few of these exercises for your journals. You're gonna do the ones on the activity sketchbook, and then you're gonna give me a beautiful one with something and an object you find at home. And you're gonna do a few drawings, actually 3 of them, with 3 different objects. You can take them from magazine, you can look it up, online, or you can do it using your own this is a little bit softer, so I'm just gonna go like that. Okay. All right. So this is your first journal submissions, and they're based on the 1-point perspective using the boxes.